Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I thought it would be fun to do a reading vlog, specifically of what I read in a week. I did actually forget to do the intro on this, so it was currently a week later. So with no further ado, let's rewind to last Monday.
Good morning. It's Monday. I've just woken up. Current read, Onyx Storm. I am at 59%. I'm going to get ready and get changed, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to listen to the audiobook. I could have literally brushed my hair before filming this. Why? Do I not care? No, not really. I'm not a morning person. My life will come back to me later. Started off this book, the first half, I found so confusing, and like the way it was going, I was going to give it like 3.5 stars. But it's literally like, if you're starting to read this and you're thinking, I have no idea what's going on, Riddick, it literally for like 50%-ish, he just literally says everything that's happening in like a little paragraph, and it literally just clicked. But I've just now figured out what's going on. Everything is making sense and I'm absolutely loving it.
I've gotten changed and I'm at 65%, and I've literally had to stop mid-page because I'm going to be late, but still loving it. I'm back. Let's resume. Okay, I'm at 74%. And to say that I'm nervous is an understatement. Like, it's a big book, so 74%, like, there's still a good chunk left. However, I'm really scared for the ending. I'm really scared because so far, nothing's going well. I really don't know how this is going to end. I really want to finish it today. Guys, I've just finished chapter 49. That might be chapter 25 for me. Either way. Whew.
Oh my god. I was just listening to the audiobook in the bath. Do we like the hair?
I'm on like 95%. I'm so close to being done. Oh my god. The drama, the chaos that is happening right now. My butthole is pulsating.
What the hell? I did not know Rhiannon was getting her own chapter. Is that it? For Violet now? Surely not. It's okay, everyone. Violet's back.
Oh my god, and Imogen's got her own chapter. I'm so confused. So far, I literally have no idea why they've all got their own chapters. Maybe it's important. I don't know. I've literally just finished. I'm going to need a minute. I don't understand. I'm so confused. I'm going to need to do some research on that one. But we have officially finished Onyx Storm. By the time I post this, there will probably be a full review on my TikTok. Just... what? Okay, so I've now just decided I'll be spending the rest of my time looking up theories for the next book and also researching the stuff that I didn't quite understand. But we need to pick a next read. Yeah. I'm thinking Ignite Me or Magnolia Parks, Into the Dark. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I need to think and then I'll get back to you. I have decided on Ignite Me, mainly because I feel like this is, compared to Fourth Wing anyway, and you know, Onyx Storm, you know what I mean, that series, this is easy. This is an easy kind of, is it fantasy? I know it's dystopian. Is that classed as fantasy? Also, guys, if you're wondering why I'm doing the percentage of what I read rather than the pages, it's because Onyx Storm, the pages were really weird on that. Like, it said like 900 pages. It was not 900 pages, so I feel like I couldn't do it accurately. So I'm just going to carry on doing percentages. Oh my god, guys, I'm actually so stupid. So I just looked at the pages because I was like, is this right? 527. So I was like, yeah, I'm definitely right. Scroll down, Kindle version, 895 pages. So I could have done it. I could have done the pages. Whatever.
We are starting Ignite Me.
Okay, it's the next day. It's Tuesday. I am currently in the same jumper I was wearing last night, but trust me when I say it's Tuesday. It is the next day. Simply because I'm going to walk on my... Let me show you. Walk on my treadmill. There we go. And I'm going to carry on reading. This is where I got to last night, 12%. So we're going to take it from here. Weather where I live at the minute has just been so awful. Like windy, wet, rainy, constantly. So this treadmill is my only option for exercise. So I am currently at 33%. And you know what? The one thing I will say about this series is I think it's really easy to follow. Like if you haven't read a fantasy book before and you want to try and get into them, then I would definitely recommend this series.
I'm nearly halfway and oh my god, Adam is fucking evil. Evil! I have had to put the book down just for like 5 minutes because I cannot deal with this guy. The stuff that he is saying. Does he get redemption? Does he get a redemption arc? I hate him! Okay, I'm at 76%. I'm gonna say it. I want Adam. I don't want a redemption arc. I don't. I want this guy deceased.
Okay, I've just finished Ignite Me. I'd say I'd give it like a 4, maybe 4.5. It was really, really good. It's currently 10-3. If you're watching this and you're thinking, how the hell have you read a whole book in a day? It is because I literally have the audiobook on in the background when I'm doing stuff. And then when I sit down, I'll pick up the book. But I've just noticed something. At the end of this book, this says this is the last one. I need to do some research. Was this meant to be the last one? I was going to say this ended like quite finalised. Just looked it up and yeah, it was meant to be a 3-book series. I'm kind of very glad that she decided to carry on because that just kind of felt like a bit short. If it ended there, I think that would have been too short. Plus the romance didn't really blossom until this book, quite near to the end as well. But Aaron Warner, oh my god. Okay, first of all, lift your hips for me, love. I think if you've read this, you'll know that quote off by heart. And also, I don't think I highlighted it, but when she's in her suit, you know, she's in her like gear, and then they're on the bed, and then he says, "Flip over on your stomach," and then unzips it. This is a YA book, okay? This is a YA book, and yet I'm flustered. 10 out of 10. I would also like to say the first book, Shatter Me, if you're listening to the audio, it is so painful. If you know, you know. When she, because the first one's basically her journal, so she's writing in it, and then when she like makes an error or she wants to like cross something out, the noise. So you'll be listening to the audiobook and it'll be like she'll say something and then she'll cross it out, so you just say and there was literally 2 pages of her saying, "I'm not insane, I'm not insane." Oh my god, it was horrendous. Luckily, the second book, it dies down so much, and then in the third book, there's absolutely none. Also, I'm not going to lie, Juliet was quite painful in the first book, but to be fair, even in the one before this, but this one, she really gets her shit together and she becomes that girl. Although, saying that, I do understand why people don't like this series. Like, obviously, it is YA. I know that's not everyone's cup of tea. Everything is really, really quick. Like, these books are relatively short. You can fly through them. And if you're used to reading, like, quite high fantasy books, you'll probably read these and be like, what is this? If it's your first fantasy book or you want to get into fantasy, honestly, I think these are the ones. In another topic, I keep thinking about Onyx Storm and I'm getting quite like annoyed about it. The more I'm thinking about that book, the more I'm getting annoyed. It was good. I had fun, but it did feel like quite a filler book. And book 2 literally ended the same way as book 3. In my opinion. I feel like 2 major things happened in Onyx Storm and I could probably just tell you what they are and then you could skip that book altogether and then just go to the 4th one. But apparently it was meant to be a 3-book series and then it got so popular that she turned it into a 5-book series, which makes sense as to why Onyx Storm felt like such like a weird info dump, but not a lot of information. And that's another thing. After reading Iron Flame, I wanted answers. But going into Onyx Storm, I didn't get any answers, just more questions were raised. So I'm a little bit annoyed. I'm quite disappointed. However, it is still 4 stars just because it was fun. Okay, I'm starting the next book in the series, but I'm literally going out in 15 minutes, so I don't think I'm going to get very far. This is what I got up to last night / yesterday. I'm on. Why does this never focus? 24%. This one, again, like all of them, it's going really well so far. This one also feels like more mature. Like Juliet seems to really have grown up, even though she's still 17. Okay, so I've gotten a bit distracted. However, this is really funny to me anyway. So I got this. It came with my camera, even though like I don't necessarily need it and I haven't used it for anything so far, but I just wanted to test it out. I posted this on my main TikTok page, by the way. I can't imagine what that's going to sound like. Or do I just full on? I'm actually such a weirdo. I feel like this makes me look like a newswoman. Good evening on today's top story. So after I filmed that and then realising how fucking cool it sounds, I will be using it. Although I've just learned how to connect it to my phone, so I have to figure out how to connect it to this. I will figure it out because this is so much fun. I've just got to 56% of Restore Me, and there is quite a good plot twist. I wasn't expecting it. It's quite random. Considering that she was meant to end the book on the last one, I feel like this is good. This is good. So I just went on my walking pad for a bit and I managed to read 2 chapters with no help from an audiobook. Yeah, I know that won't sound like much to people, but I'm really proud of myself. But it drained me, so I'm going back to the audiobook. So this is the sound of Warner's chapter.
Warner.
What the fuck is that? What even is that? What is that? Goosebumps at that ending. I have so many questions. I was going to give that a 3.5 stars towards the end because I was getting a little bored, but 4 stars. I'm still confused though. I'm going to have to move on. Like, now. I think the next one's a novella though. Kenji's novella. I feel like in this vlog, it looks like I'm actually reading a lot this week. Usually in a week, I'd say I read like 1 to 2 books. Okay, maybe 3. The only reason I'm literally flying through these books is because 1, there's a lot of novellas, and 2, they're really, really small. So just keep that in mind. It looks like a lot, but actually it's not that much. Kenji is literally the highlight of this series for me. He is so funny. Has anyone read This Woven Kingdom, that series? Because it's also by... I'm not even going to bother to try and pronounce this because... But it's by the same author as Shatter Me. And apparently it is so much better. I feel like I would love that even more. Do you know what's funny? The other day I was talking to Kyle about the series that I'm reading. Do you know that? Oh my god! How embarrassing. I was talking to him about the series and saying, oh yeah, Shatter Me series. And he's like, what? I was like, Shatter Me series. He was like, Shat on Me series. I was like, oh my god. So now every time I hear myself say it, I just hear Shat on Me series. So that's cool. That was everything. This was literally 79 pages, I think. Kenji's POV was just insane. And especially as well, seeing the ending from Restore Me from his POV made more sense. Like, the ending of Restore Me made sense now in my head. Does that make sense? And you know what's crazy? For these novellas in this series, they're all good. Okay, one of them I did give 2 stars, but that was because it was from Adam's POV. And we do not like Adam. This was spectacular. For a novella, spectacular. That is definitely all I'll be reading for today, but I'm scared for the next one, which is Defy Me, because everyone says that's the worst one, and it's literally a repeat storyline. So, I'm scared. Good morning! I was really ill in January, like really, really ill, the most ill I've ever been, and I lost my voice completely, and I still haven't got it fully back yet. I still can't scream, so Lord help me if I'm ever in danger. And you know, last night I said I wasn't going to read anymore. I lied. So I started... Oh my god, that's my cat's asshole. Hang on.
And I work like a dog day and night.
So I did in fact get to 14%. Here's my coffee. Look how cute this looks. I just had to read this. Just the start, because the last one just ended so weirdly. Like, I really didn't understand the endings. Okay, obviously I can't show you this because this is spoiler free, but I'm at 31% and another plot twist has happened. And someone may have died, and I'm actually really sad about it. Not enough to cry, but I'm still sad. So far, I'm really liking this book. I'm not getting any repeats. I am only at 31%, so it could go downhill. I'm at 57%, and so far, this one is my favourite. All the others have been like really straightforward. They've been really easy to understand, and now, with what I know, like the plot twist, everything is starting to make sense. This one is really good. I told myself I was going to go for a walk today because the weather's so nice. Can you see that? We've literally had rain for well over a week, so I was like, no, I need to get outside, I need to go for a walk, but I'm 91%. I can't put it down.
I'm sorry, how is this people's least favourite book? So I did some more research as to why people don't like it, because I'm feeling defensive. And people say that this is basically a whole new storyline compared to the first 3 books, because obviously it was meant to be a trilogy and then she changed it, she extended the series. And everyone's saying that this contradicts the first 3 books. I would disagree. To me, reading this, after reading the first 3, everything makes sense. Even though obviously they were written separately, she wrote those first without knowing that she was going to be writing more. I think she did this so well, everything made sense. And this felt like a lot of plot. There was a lot of mystery, there was a lot of twists. I love it. This one was my favourite, and the ending just warmed my heart. I'm going on my walking pad and I'm going to start Reveal Me. Also, I know I said I wanted to go for a walk and you were probably thinking outside, and I did want to. However, the whole reason I bought this walking pad was because I have such fear and anxiety of going out walking and just something terrible happening to me. I haven't even walked yet and I'm out of breath. So I'm still walking, just inside. I can still see the sun though. Look, it's on me, it's on me. So I finished it. And I'm confused because everyone says that you don't need to read the novellas. And I guess you kind of don't. But they still have loads of plot in them. It's not just getting the same thing repeated in somebody else's POV. Maybe a couple of them. But there's still things added. Obviously stuff that you don't see because it's from different characters' POV. 4 stars. Guys, this is the last one. Well, the last full book. This is the last actual book, and then ends on Believe Me, which is a novella. Which is strange. I don't think I've ever come across another series that ends in a novella. This series is so bingeable, and I actually don't want to finish it because I love it. Although I know that she's got another one coming out. I think it's April this year, called Watch Me, and I don't really understand because apparently this series is finalised. Is it carrying on? What's going on? I've just got in because I've been out this evening, and I'm having a bit of a dilemma because I really want to read the book. I got to 7% earlier. That's where I'm at right now. But also Love Island starts in 10 minutes. I actually don't usually watch Maybe I should just go to bed. I don't usually watch Love Island, but me and Carl watched it when we were away in Edinburgh because it was an evening and there was nothing on telly. That was the only thing. And we got so hooked on it. He's even watching it. But today is my last day of fully reading. Throughout the week, I get to read a lot more compared to a weekend because I see Kyle on the weekends. We don't live together, so the weekends are pretty much just all with him. And obviously tomorrow's Friday. I can read a bit during the day, but I do have a lot of stuff I want to film tomorrow, so I don't know how much reading I'll get done. So I chose Love Island. Don't judge me. I can't remember where I was last, but I did read just for a little bit last night, and I'm currently at 13%. I can't put them down. It's currently Friday, by the way. Happy Friday. I've got so much to do today that I don't think I'm going to be able to read. I might try for maybe an hour or so in a bit. But the minute I've got too much stuff to do. Also, this camera needs charging. It's literally giving me a little warning right here that it's going to die. So I think we're going to have to part ways for a bit. See you soon. I fucked up. Okay, so I did do some other stuff that I needed to do. But a lot of it I haven't done because I did continue reading. I'm at 45% and I'm so confused. This is the last full book. There's only a novella left after this, and something's just happened at 45%. Bearing in mind they're not big books, so how is this going to turn around in 55%? And also I'm so confused. They keep mentioning that they see spiders. They've said it in the last couple books, and is it going to amount to anything? And I keep having to read it. Hang on. Still, I remain on my knees for so long that a curious spider scuttles forward. Is it just her seeing spiders? I haven't paid that much attention. Or are they all seeing spiders? Why are they seeing spiders? This is intense. I really do need to stop and put it down now, but I don't know. I don't know. I just can't. Welcome back. You don't know, but it's been 2 days. So I was right. I did, in fact, not read over the weekend. Is there a hair coming out my mouth? No, that's my necklace. I did not read over the weekend, which I predicted, didn't I? Predicted that. I can't remember where I was last at. I think I was at 45%. Hang on. So I'm pretty sure I updated you last time when I was on 45% and I haven't read any more. What time is it now? It's nearly 7 o'clock. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to read a little bit, just a little bit. But I still have so much work to do. I'm going to try and show you this without disturbing my baby. No, don't move. Shh, get back to sleep. So I read for a bit last night and I got to 57%, which was Sunday. Today's Monday. So yesterday was the last day. Also, I'm pretty sure the last thing I said about this book was that I was worried about how it was going to end because something bad has happened, and I don't know how it's going to be fixed in the last 50%, and I'm on 58% because I've just started reading, and it's still not sorted. So I really don't see how this is going to work. And like I said, the last one's a novella, so that's the note we're ending on. If you're wondering what these are, by the way, they are sock curls. A lot of people on my TikTok think they're stocking earrings, but they are in fact sock curls. But that is it. That is what I read in a week. Obviously, it will differ from week to week, depending on what I'm doing, how much time I have, how much I love the book. So I hope you enjoyed being nosy. I really had fun making this. Mwah!